I'm right now in our basement, and I want to turn this whole room into a movie studio. Like, not only for YouTube, but for one of the upcoming short stories, and I actually can use it later for different movie. So that's what I want to talk about today. All the projects I have planned. It changed a lot. It usually changes a lot. I want to start with just saying that about 2 weeks ago I had another of like the episodes of like, I'm never going to make movies, and it just comes that I find something to super focus on that makes it impossible to make movies, and I of course forget that I already made short films, so it is possible for me to make at least short films. I have a proof of that. But of course, when you're in emotional state like that, you don't really think logically. It happened enough times already that I do know that it's just emotional. In September, I approached one of the writers I want to adapt the books from, and it was going kind of well until it came to the point that I just don't have enough money to offer them enough. Like, I offered the 2.5% of the budget, which is what I found on the research that it's the usual amount, but it's a lot of difference to offer 2.5% of $50,000 budget and $5 million budget. So it fell through, and it took me some time to kind of recollect myself, not only because of that book that I couldn't adapt. It was like the perfect like starting story because I could make it for the 50,000. But she also has a trilogy that I really wanted to make like in 6 years, and by then I could make bigger movies, but not that much bigger. So like, if they didn't want to talk with me at this level, I don't think I will be able to grow in few years enough to offer as much as they are expecting, because it's the author and her agent. And now that I knew that it's very possible that I will not be able to make that movie, it kind of started to feel pointless, because it was like my one passion project that I was even looking up, like how to rent a mountain from Canadian government to build a castle on there, and of course that would be in millions, but like that was like crazy future project for me, and I find it important for me to have something like that, just to look beyond like the small project I'm making right now, so like I can see the scale that I'm not always going to just keep doing the small short films or like feature films just with 2 actors and around my house or whatever I'll be doing for the next 2 years. Hopefully after that I want that I will have more options, but I don't know that yet. So like, it's kind of hard to logically think and plan that I'll be doing bigger movies like in 5 years, because I don't know that. But like, it's important for me to have this big fancy project that I would really love to do, like if money wouldn't matter, and just keep daydreaming about it. So it kind of is more exciting to work on the smaller projects too. I don't know if that makes sense, but it works for me. So like, when I had my original passion project kind of under like big question mark, it was really hard to pick myself up after that, and I started to figure out how to write scripts. I did get few ideas, and I will be talking about that soon. But actually the breakthrough in my depressive mood around filmmaking was just coming to this room. I will be probably showing like some videos later how I'm working on this room to actually make it filmable, because that's kind of the only clear space in this room, but like it's huge and it can be really awesome. But over there is just concrete wall, and I was thinking I would like to cover it in some way, but if I'm going to go all the way to like figuring out how to cover it, I can make it into a set. And I remembered that I actually have a short film planned that could use a set like this, and it's based on a short story by my friend Shari Branning, and I already got the rights for it, and for now I just printed it out. It's like 2 versions, it's not published yet, but I can adapt it, I can plan on it because I do have the rights, which is like big relief. But at first I was hoping just to make it as cheap as possible, but after like all this kind of grinding to make other projects just with whatever I have, and I decided I want to try to make this project awesome. It's still a short film, but it's fantasy, and it has elves and it has hellhounds, so like it's already going to have some things that will cost. So I'll be trying to get grants for it, and for at least the time until I hear back from the grant organization, I'm just going to pretend that I will have the 15,000 to make it. One of the things that I like most about making movies and why I chose fantasy is making the sets, the props, wardrobe. It's just so much fun to kind of create a world, and I really want to start doing that, not only figuring out the easiest story to tell. But before I kind of had this realization about this story that I could really make it awesome, I was trying to make scripts that I could film with Esther as the main actress, and with really only the things that we have, locations we have access to. And I came up with a really easy and fun idea of Sneeze Wizard. So she, Esther gets the powers that each time she sneezes, she teleports. And it's really fun, but it's really easy too. So we'll be doing that in the spring. I still have to finish up the script, like I have enough that it's finished story, but I think it will be better if I add few pages to that. I was kind of hoping that this year I will be making feature film, but I think it's better if I don't. So for the 2024, the plan is to make the Sneezy Wizard and the Shari's story, which for now I'm calling The Hellhounds of Midwinter's Eve. I'm not sure if I will keep the title, but that's the best I came up with for now. She didn't come up with a title yet either, so another book that I can adapt, and I do have rights for it because it's by the same author and she's awesome. It's the Fate and Fang. It's about a werewolf and a seer solving crimes, kind of preventing crimes, because he sees, he has the visions to what will happen, and he sends the werewolf to fix it. And it's a novella, and it's perfect length for a feature film, but it's action, lots of actions, lots of werewolf. So I have no idea how to film it right now, but I will start figuring it out over the year and probably next year too. So I'm hoping to film this one in 2026. So in between I will need some different films to work on to get prepared for that. So I do have another idea that could be feature film, could be web series, could be just short film. I'm just starting to write it, but the fun thing is that also I got an idea for a public domain book to adapt, and it can share the world that I will be building for this other project. So right now I'm not so stressed that I need to make this next project a feature film, because it can be any length the story demands, and it will lead into the feature film of the adapted public domain book. So that would be the plan for 2025. See you soon, probably as I show you around this place and what I'm going to do with it.